We are joined by Shelley, Pennington and Friends head coach Lindsay Edmonds, along with Malia and Sussy Ngulefac. Coach, opening statement following today's win over Texas Southern.
That was fun. That was a fun game to be a part of. Fun to see the joy in our program and everything being celebrated. And I really feel like that's what got us going. And that's what, even in like lulls that we had, our joy and our togetherness and our emotion was able to pull us out of those little lulls that we were in. So really fun game. A lot of people came in and did a lot of great things, led by these two that are with me. When you have these two on the floor, it makes things a lot easier. So fun basketball game to be a part of and to be back in the winning column.
To everybody sitting in front of me, a loud crowd tonight.
It was.
Talk about actually having that much energy in the building this early in the season.
I mean, we talked about it, like we knew the kids were going to be there and they were going to come with a lot of energy, and coach said we need to match or like surplus that energy, and then that just like emphasized our communication just being better because it was so loud. You know, we had to be together, huddles had to be tighter, we had to all be on the same page. So honestly, it helped us, it got us going, so it was good.
Well, I would say it's fun to play in that kind of environment. Just so loud you can't even think, so it really forces us to rely on each other and just up our communication. So I think we definitely benefit from their energy and then boosting our energy as well.
Coach, getting up to a decent start.
Mm-hmm.
I know you still had that look on your face, you know.
Yeah,
that's
probably normal.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing okay, but
Yeah.
not like I wanted to. But being able to get to a good energy start today and hold on to it.
Yeah, it was first time that we've won 4 quarters in a long time. So that was good for us to see and to do. Again, we just had a few lulls, but I thought, with the exception of the start of the third quarter, I was really pleased with our pace and our tempo. Even shots that we missed in the first quarter, they weren't bad shots, and we weren't turning the ball over. So we just, we just needed to keep fighting through it. And none of us are going to be perfect, right? We're not going to make every shot. We're not going to make perfect passes every time. So all with the exception of the third, I was pretty pleased with where we were at, and I think it just, again, it started with our energy.
Speaking of, every quarter, the third quarter, it wasn't as much as the first, second, and the fourth, but you still had a lot of energy, and you won all 4 of the quarters today.
We did. And again, I think it was just the defensive intensity there. I mean, we scored 25 points, so I can't sit here and say we didn't have a good third quarter. It was just our defensive intensity that we weren't like making our presence be felt on the defensive end with the way we started with 2 or 3 layups right in a row. That's not who we're going to be. That's not how we're going to defend. And so I think it grabbed their attention, and they were able to focus and just reshift, and we got going.
So talk about being down in the paint today.
I mean, I kind of talk about it and they talk about it all the time, like I try to go in and dominate the paint on both ends of the floor, not only offensively but defensively, just having a presence with everything I do. So I think I started the game off like that, and then like Coach said, kind of went away from it, but then we picked it back up. So that's just what I try to do, dominate the paint on both ends.
Malia, you still like you feeling things out, as far as time on the floor, but basically just getting into a rhythm and a run.
I think I've definitely improved from when I started almost a week ago to now. I think my decision making is starting to come back, and when to score, when to pass, when to look in the paint. And I think the more I go, it's just gonna flow better and better with everybody on the court.
Coach, as a team right now, before things are starting to fall into place, you got a couple more games and all left for non-conference play at home and on the road. What are your expectations just getting into conference before conference play starts?
Yeah, I mean, today was a good win. It was a good morale win, and it was a lot of fun to get our spirits lifted before we go on the road and play at Georgia Tech, which is going to be, a tough ranked opponent. But we played them here last year, and we were in it every minute. So, again, they're a great team, but so are we. So the expectations are to finish out non-conference as strong as we possibly can, and that is with the expectation of going on the road and trying to get a road win against the ACC program. and then everybody gets a break for Christmas, and then we come back, and then our shift goes into conference play. And we start off with a banger with South Florida, so we have no time to like ease into it. So we needed this game. We need the Georgia Tech game to have the momentum that we need going into South Florida.
And both Malia and Sussy, also your comments of, just looking forward to finishing out non-conference play and then getting and being prepared for conference play to start.
Yeah, I think like Coach said, we really needed today just to like more so focus on us. We said it was an us game, just getting back to what we do really well, and feeling good about ourselves going into Georgia Tech. And like she said, we're going in there like with the mindset of we can play with them, we can win on the road, and then just trying to shift our minds to conference. But it's a lot of just playing our basketball, our brand of basketball, feeling good about ourselves, seeing the ball go in the hoop, playing defense with the intensity that we want to play, just so we can be doing those things in conference.
Malia?
Yeah, I think going on the road to Georgia Tech, that's home for Sue and I, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of boo in that crowd for us. But I think definitely we need to take this TSU win, get the Georgia Tech win, and then use it and start conference strong.
And with that, I think I'm done.
Awesome. Thank you.